Welcome to Rooted Grace. Today we enter the fierce and poetic prophecy of Nahum, a book that speaks of God's justice, His patience, and ultimately, His judgment. Nahum is a sequel of sorts to the Book of Jonah. A century earlier, Nineveh, the capital of Assyria, repented at Jonah's preaching, but now they've returned to violence, idolatry, and oppression. Nahum declares the time for warning has passed, God's justice will now fall. Let's walk through this sobering and powerful message. Nahum opens with a declaration about God. The Lord is a jealous and avenging God. The Lord takes vengeance on His foes and vents His wrath against His enemies. He is slow to anger, but He does not leave the guilty unpunished. Nature trembles at His voice, mountains quake, rivers dry up. But then we hear this: the Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in Him. This is the tension of Nahum. God is full of wrath against the wicked, but He is full of goodness for the righteous. Judgment and mercy are not opposites, they are the full expression of His holiness. Nahum describes the coming fall of Nineveh in vivid detail. Shields flashing, chariots rushing, gates thrown open, palaces melting away. The mighty Assyrian Empire, once feared by all, will collapse. Woe to the city of blood, full of lies, full of plunder. Nineveh had crushed nations, now it will be crushed. God is not indifferent to cruelty. He sees the bloodshed, the arrogance, the idols, and He acts. This chapter shows us no empire is above God's judgment. Nahum pronounces a final woe, woe to Nineveh, the city of blood. He recounts her violence, her witchcraft, her greed. She's compared to a prostitute, seducing nations with power and lies. But now shame will cover her. Nations will clap at her downfall. Why? Nothing can heal you. Your wound is fatal. This is the result of hardened rebellion. But notice, God waited over 100 years after Jonah. His patience was long, but not infinite. Eventually the cup of wrath is full, and justice rolls down like a flood. Nahum may be uncomfortable, but it's important. It teaches us God's patience is real, but so is His justice. He will not ignore evil forever. What we sow, we will reap. No power, military, political, or spiritual, can stand against God. But it also reminds us the Lord is a refuge for those who trust Him. His justice is good news for the oppressed. His timing is perfect, even when delayed. Jesus is the fulfillment of God's justice and mercy. At the cross, wrath and grace met. He took judgment, so we could receive refuge. Thank you for joining us for the Book of Nahum. Subscribe, share, and return for Habakkuk, where questions become prayers and doubt gives way to faith. Stay rooted, stay faithful, and stay in His grace.